Good afternoon, fellow agents. Good afternoon. Your business partner, Tommy Almonte, always trying to share, trying to have this mission that I have to share, to train, to help all the fellow agents out there learn this career as a final expense agent so you can become a specialist, someone that will be out there helping families, helping and serving families. Okay. By you doing that, you will help yourself by you genuinely helping and serving, families out there. All right. So let's go ahead today in this video. We're going to go ahead and share, this system with Lincoln Heritage, how to serve the policyholder mailing list, which is nothing but an increase when, a client, is looking to increase their coverage because today's prices for funeral, they no longer what it used to be back, like 10 years ago. What they applied back 10 years ago today is probably, a little more. Prices, in funerals are increased, and therefore they need a little bit more in coverage. So let's go ahead with that lead. You can learn how to serve those type of leads. Okay, give me 1 second. Allow me here to share my screen with you guys here. In just 1 second, okay. All right. Give it just a second. All right, here we go. Now, this that you see there on your screen is a policyholder mailing list lead. I told you Lincoln Heritage is one of the best companies you can work for because they dedicate themselves in trying to provide a pipeline of clients just for us to be busy all the time. Right here, what you have on your screen is a lead where policyholders, clients already, Lincoln Heritage clients already, they receive this piece right here on the mail. It's time to increase your final expense insurance benefit amount. Now you can get help with your important questions. How much do you really need? And to add to your current benefit, should you add enough to clear up other debts you may have at that time? Okay, how little will all this cost? So when they see this on the mail, what they do, they detach the bottom portion of that letter and they put their information there. Cover, I have here cover, all this stuff, so I don't share personal information for known or beautiful clients. So, but I just to give you an idea of how the leaks look like. Now, this here is very important information for you to have, because before you call that client to help them out, you got here the information for, the date of birth of that person, so you can calculate how much, how old that person is currently, and then the amount of coverage they currently have with us here. There's some units that they took for AD&D rider, which is the accidental protections. And this is how much that person pay every month. The due date, which is the 14th of every month, they pay $14 every 14th of the month. And this is when the policy was issued on 2013. Then you have the name of that person, the address. All right. So let's go ahead. So when I call this client, and it's very simple. This lead right here is very simple. It's like money in the bank. Okay. It's very easy to help this client increase their coverage. I'll go ahead and say, ring, ring. Client, Miss Eva, right? Hello, Miss Eva. This is Tommy from Lincoln Heritage. Is the company you got your burial insurance with. How you doing today? All right. Miss Eva, I'm calling because we receive a card in the mail. I'm just checking here if you need any help with your policy or looking to upgrade any information. You see how I, come across not too selly, like trying to sell. I'm just basically coming across like I'm trying to help. How you doing, Miss Eva? This is Tommy from Lincoln Heritage. We receive a card that you send us through the mail. I'm just checking to see if you need any help with your policy or looking to upgrade any information on it. They will tell you, oh, no, I would just, I received that in the mail and I would just, curious, how much, it will cost me or I'm trying to, if they do need help, like they trying to upgrade any information, man, try to be, have always this attitude of serving people. Even if they need help, go ahead and go the extra mile because you would not probably get, paid by helping that lady change a beneficiary or helping her with some information, but you don't understand the the secret behind you serve people. When you serve people, the motivation that you gave, that you did something good to help someone, it will give you some huge satisfaction that will give you even fall in love even more with your career, because this is what we do. We help people. But when you get the lead, help that person out because look, many times, the person goes ahead and say, I'm just trying to change a beneficiary. No problem, Ms. Eva. I'll help you out right now. Give me just a second. Stay there on the line. Let me call the home office. Call the home office in policy services. They take care of whatever the need she wants. And to my surprise, at the end of the call there with the representative from the home office, the client goes ahead and say, hold on a second, Mr. Almonte, how much you think it will be for an additional 5,000? I said, no problem. See if I help you out with that. Allow me here to let the representative there from the home office to go back to work. So, okay, I can stay with you there on the line. Hold on. Okay, boom. So I say, so one question, Ms. Eva, what is the purpose that you want to use this policy for? You're trying to pay for a traditional burial? And she would say, yeah, I want to. Did you currently have your burial plots in the cemetery? No, I don't. Okay, so allow me to tell you, Ms. Eva, look, you currently have, if you look over here, you currently have 10,000, right? With 10,000, right now, the average cost of a funeral is like between around $9,000 to $10,000. Picking up the body, one day viewing at their chapel, the casket, the funeral hearse, the hearse. That's how much it costs into today, most funerals, here in the state of Virginia. For the plots in the cemetery, you're going to have to add an additional $5,000 to your policy. And this, it is the truth. That's how much it is. That's how much it will cost, between $15,000 to $16,000 to bury someone, a traditional burial. That is if the person knows what he's doing. Because if they don't know, the funeral home will put additional products and services, making the bill higher. So genuinely trying to help this lady. She wants to be, buried, traditional burial. Same for the funeral home, and $5,000 to $6,000 for the cemetery plots. The opening and closing of the graveyard, the property of the cemetery, and the arrow burial container. It goes between $5,000 to $6,000. All right. So here, Ms. Eva, an additional 5,000. What I will do, Ms. Eva, I will make 3 choices for you, just to see if you feel comfortable. I will make one for 3, one for 5, and one for 7,000. You made these amounts that you want to. Sometimes they do know how much they want to say. How much is for an additional 10,000? Depends. You always give them 3 choices. All right, the one that solved the problem in the middle, give one smaller at the beginning, and then a higher one, just so they have like a chopping around experience. Okay, so because they know their budget, they know how much they can spend. Okay, so there you go. Now, once that you have, agreed with this person, you go now to the. Allow me here 1 second. You go to the. Just 1 second. Give me just 1 second. Once that you have agreed with this person and she's wanted to have those 3 quotes, this is what you will do, okay? You will go to the e-app. Hopefully you can see that on your screen, okay? You go to the e-app. And once you're in the e-app, remember, I always send you guys the first video for you to navigate and know how to use the agent portal. It's very important that you watch that video from the beginning to end. It's the only way that this is a very, this is like your virtual office. This company has invested millions of dollars in creating this, agent portal for us to manage our money making, helping people here. So you go to the e-app. Remember, e-app, once you're in the e-app, you go to quick quotes. In quick quote, you create those 3 choices for your client, one for 3,000, another one for 5,000, and then last one for 7,000, right? There. Now, the person, let's say, is 68 years younger, gender female, and the coverage, if they are, in good health, they answer no to all the health questions, their final expense, which is basically immediate coverage. And if they answer yes to any one of the questions, the coverage is modified, which is the 2-year waiting period. That's something that, you keep it to yourself, but it's modified, right? When they apply with a pre-existing condition, is the premium is higher. So let's say that the lady's final expense, she answered no to all the health questions. Here, the AD&D coverage, remember, you can play this, adding additional coverage for accidental, 1 unit, 2 units. Let's put just 1 unit for this lady, which is only $1, and $5 up to $7. Okay, so 1 unit, and just hit calculate quotes, and there you go, 3 choices. So Miss Eva, right here, I calculated 3 choices for you. The one I recommend is like the 5,000. So 3,000 for you will be an additional $23.92 to what you're currently paying right now. And then there's another one for 5,000, which is $37.20, and 7,000 for $50.48. Which one of these 3 do you feel comfortable, Miss Eva, that you feel that you can pay comfortably every month? You see, which one of these 3 options do you feel comfortable that you can pay comfortably every month, Miss Eva? Oh, I think I could do the 7,000. No problem, Miss Eva. Would you like to submit it for that one? Yes, it's fine. Okay. Now, the way it works, Miss Eva, we have a recorder line. It's kind of like basically like a verbal application where we will connect with the home office, and a representative will take over from there, and they will confirm all the personal information, ask you the health questions, and as your verbal signature, they will ask for you to say your full name and the state that you're in. So are you ready? Yes, that's okay. No problem. So allow me here to enter all your information, because I had to have it on my screen here first. I had to enter it first. And then after I, enter everything, we'll call the home office, and they will take cover, and you will have your coverage. Okay, just give me 1 second. Take all her personal information. You go here to the e-app, right? Give me 1 second. E-app, please. Come on screen. Come on. E-app, come on the screen. Well, there you have it, guys. You click e-app Life, and it will create, the application. It's basically just entering information there on the empty boxes. It's very simple. And once you enter all the information there, you will call the home office and give the reference number in order for them to have everything there on their screen. Just by you giving them that reference number, and they will take cover. They will take care of the entire process. You have to stay there on the line in a 3-way calling, just to have, remember, you got to have always, if the payer and the owner of the policy and the applicant are different, all parties have to be there on that phone call, on the line there, okay? Any questions, you can call Tommy anytime. I'm here to help, okay? Your business partner, Tommy Almonte, guys. I got blessed. Have a blessed day. Good afternoon, and see you in the next video. Take care.